Silvi Sensei, back again to teach you stuff. Some more stuff today. This time, I want to teach you about hygiene and self-care. There were some questions last time during the How to Get a Girlfriend stream about hygiene and how to do skincare and how do I wash my booty crack hole in the shower without it being gay. So I thought I would answer them today with this presentation that I made. Doesn't it look so cute? Doesn't it look so cute? I think so. Yeah, I was preparing it all day today. But just like last time, if you guys have any questions, use _ask in the chat and the mods will note your question down and then I'll answer them at the end. But I also included some common questions that I thought you might have at the end as well. So stay tuned for those. Maybe I'll answer it already. And then yeah. Okay, how are you guys today? Are you good? Are you having a nice day? If I have an appointment, can I miss this class? I'm gonna need a note from your mom. Just so I know that it's real and you're not making it up. Do you have a note from your parents? What is soap? Shouldn't you know since you have foam in your name, huh? I will answer that at the end if somehow I don't answer it throughout the presentation. But welcome in everyone. Okay, this is how to hygiene and self-care. Very important topic. Okay, let me get rid of this thingy so you can't see that. Okay, here we go. Let's start. Hello everyone. Hi Levi. Hi Alcon-san. Hi Okay. Hi Kumaha. You bathe in sand like a chinchilla. I don't know if that's effective for humans. Hi Storer. Hello. Hi Vexion. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh Jazzy. Thank you for the 42 months at tier 3, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Kiss for you. At the end, is there going to be a quiz? Do you want there to be? I can quiz you if you want to test your knowledge. I can quiz you at the end. I know this stuff pretty well, so I can probably come up with good questions if you guys are wanting a quiz. Okay, here's what we'll be talking about today. Table of contents. Some of these sections are a little longer than others. A little longer, a little bigger than others. Oh, hold on. What's going on with the chats here? Hold on. Huh? You guys are hanging out too close to each other. Is that the problem? Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. You guys are on top of each other all the time. God. Hello. Hi, Vexion. Hello. I'm still a little sick today, so forgive me if I'm muting to cough. Okay, we're gonna be talking about why you should be clean. What's the point? Why would I bother with all this stuff anyway in the first place? Seems a little extra, doesn't it? You know, sometimes you get your body wet, you go to the public pool, you get wet in the rain. Why would you bother with all of these things? But I will tell you the answer. It's actually very important. And then we'll talk about how to take care of your hair, how to take care of your body, how to take care of your teeth properly, the proper, correct way. Some skincare tips. I'll give you like a little routine you can use in case you're interested in starting skincare. I'll give you an easy routine. And then some extra grooming tips and common questions. I have some questions and some answers. Okay, let's get started. But you don't want to? You have to. You have to. You can't just roll around in mud all day and get all sweaty and gross. Okay, you have to be clean. It's important for your health. You can prevent health issues. There's all kinds of like gross skin stuff you can get if you're not clean. And that's much worse to try and deal with. You can get like boils, you can get like toenail infections, you can get like warts and stuff. I mean, that's not necessarily because you're unclean, but kind of. You can get funguses. You can get fungus literally anywhere on your whole body. You can get scalp fungus. That's what dandruff is, by the way. Did you know that? If you have dandruff, it's because you're infected with fungus. And athlete's foot is also fungus. Yeah, and that all happens when you don't have proper hygiene. You can get like cysts if you don't wash your skin and then your pores get clogged with stuff. You can get cysts that you have to have like surgically removed. Hi Misaki, thank you for the follow, welcome. Yeah, people avoid you when you're stinky. That's a net positive. No, it's not. Don't assault everyone else in public with your stinkiness. That's not very considerate. That's not considerate and it's not nice. Yeah, and they're all related to the yeast infection, which is also a fungus. Yeah, you can get yeast infections. You can get like gross things on your parts. You can get things on your parts. Yeah, having fungus because you are a fun guy. No, you don't want fungus. Trust me, you do not want fungus. And appearances are important. I know that's kind of lame. That's sort of a lame thing about society, that other people actually do kind of treat you better if you look more put together. But it's true, chat. Other people will be nicer to you and treat you better if you have a clean and neat and tidy appearance. Yeah. Plus, it helps build your confidence. If you're all clean and you feel like you look good and you feel like you're smelling good and all of that stuff, it helps build your confidence up. You're not gonna be like, wondering how come people are avoiding me, or why doesn't this person want to sit next to me? Does my breath smell bad? You won't have to wonder about any of that because you'll know that you brush your teeth properly, you got clean clothes, your hair's done nice. It just helps. It just helps you feel better about yourself. And for others' sake too, it's not very nice to go out in public and be like really stinky, and then other people have to be forced to be around you because you're in a public space. So it's good to be considerate of that. And also for you, it's healthy for you and it's good for you to be clean. So this is why you must do all of these things, okay? Or at least some of them. At least do like the important ones. Okay. Here's a little morning routine that you can use. This is actually the correct order, by the way. This is the real and correct order. it's important to shower at least once a day. You can decide whether you want that to be morning or nighttime. I'm a morning showerer. I like to shower in the morning because I get kind of sweaty at night because I like to be really hot when I'm sleeping. So I get a little sweaty at night. So I like to shower in the morning before I go out so I can feel nice and clean for the day. But it's up to you if you want to shower in the morning or the nighttime. Hi Az. Yeah, my voice is a little better now. I'm like almost fully healed now. Yeah, if you like sweat during the day or you have a difficult job that's like manual labor or you like go to the gym during the day, maybe showering at night is better, but depends on you and your routine. But this is basically like what I do. You gotta brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth after you shower and before you do your skincare routine. So that when you wash your face, if you get like toothpaste and spit all over your face, you're not ruining your skincare routine by doing that. And then doing your skincare routine, I'll tell you all about that in a little bit too. Can you explain why not brush teeth before shower? I mean, you can do that too, as long as you're brushing your teeth before you do your skincare. That's the important part. Yeah, as long as you do it before you do your skincare, then it doesn't super matter. But I always brush my teeth after I get out of the shower because I like to shower like as soon as I get up, basically. I have an idle meeting and then I get in the shower because it helps wake me up, and then I brush my teeth, then I do my skincare, and then I style my hair after my hair's like all clean and washed, and then put on clean clothes. That's important. And then any extra grooming steps don't have to be at the end, but we'll talk about those more too. Yeah, okay. Here's a nighttime routine in case you need this. Shower if you were sweaty or didn't shower in the morning. I always floss my teeth at nighttime because I don't want all the food and stuff that I was eating to sit in between my teeth all night. So floss your teeth at nighttime after you've been eating all day. Yeah, comb and style your hair. What if we're bald? Wow, you can still do stuff like I'm sure there's like scalp care for bald guys too, or just like extend your face care up to your head. Oh, brush and floss your teeth is in there twice. I don't know why. Oopsie. I made this kind of quickly. Just ignore that. And then any extra grooming stuff that brush and floss your teeth twice at night. No, only once. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Next, how to shower. This is very important, chat. This is important. It is possible to shower wrong, but I'll tell you how to do it. Don't worry. You kind of want to generally start, like top down, but I'll give you more detail on all of these steps. Wash your hair first, then your face, and then your body. I'm gonna talk about each of these steps in more detail. Okay, step 1, hair. First, shampoo. You don't have to shampoo every time you shower. In fact, I would recommend that you don't, unless your hair's like gets really oily and you really don't like that. But over shampooing is a thing too. Sometimes because you're stripping the oil away by shampooing a lot, that that can actually cause you to produce more oil. So I would say like, I don't know, 1 to 3 times a week, depending on your hair type, is probably fine for shampooing. Personally, I only shampoo once a week. I know you guys are like, oh, that's gross. She only shampoos her hair once a week, gross. But my hair doesn't like shampoo at all. It gets really, really dry and like frizzy if I shampoo more often than that. So there's another thing you can do called co-washing, where you kind of just like wash it with conditioner. Like you condition it and then you like scrub your scalp with the conditioner and you like rinse that out and then you put more conditioner in again after you've gotten rid of all the dirt. So that's an option too. But definitely also like use shampoo every so often, even if you co-wash. Make sure you're getting down to your scalp. Make sure you're like actually scrubbing your scalp with your fingers. You don't have to be really rough. Don't like scratch really hard, but make sure you're like, you know, disturbing all of the dirt and the oil and built up stuff there and rinsing that off. If you have dandruff, consider trying out a dandruff shampoo. The active ingredient is ketoconazole. Ketoconazole, I think it's called. And it does work. You can't get rid of dandruff just by conditioning more, unless you have like eczema or that kind of skin condition. But generally, you need to use a dandruff shampoo. How do we feel about Head and Shoulders? I mean, it does have ketoconazole in it, so it should work. But I think there's other ones too that also are fine. Yeah, just don't overuse it. Don't overuse any kind of shampoo because you're gonna dry your hair out. Yeah, dry shampoo is also a thing. But dry shampoo mostly works by like sucking the oil up. It doesn't actually like clean your hair. It just like makes it less greasy because it sucks the oil up, but it's not like getting rid of any of the dirt or any of the buildup there. So I would not replace shampoo with dry shampoo. Like that's just like a quick fix if you feel like your hair is really greasy and you can't have a shower. Conditioner, the type that you use should depend on your hair type. So I can't really tell you exactly what to buy. Like, let me move myself out of the way so you can read this a little better. I can't tell you exactly what to buy, but generally, if you have like straight hair, you should use like a pretty light conditioner. And if you have curlier hair, heavier stuff tends to be nicer. But yeah, depends. You kind of have to try stuff and see what you like and what works for you. You use conditioner after you shampoo, but that doesn't mean if you don't shampoo on a day that you shouldn't condition. I would say you should condition, like, you know, if your hair feels dry and you don't like that, condition. Your hair absorbs water and it absorbs moisture. So if you aren't conditioning it, you're not like flattening down the hair follicles. Your hair naturally, the way it's structured, it's kind of like a thread with a bunch of other little threads attached to it, and you have to kind of smooth them down to keep them looking nice and shiny. It looks all frizzy and dry when all the little threads on each side of your hair are like sticking up, because it's not a flat round surface that can reflect light anymore, because it's got a bunch of little sticky outy bits. So if you feel like your hair is dry and it's frizzy, make sure you're conditioning it properly. Let it sit in your hair for at least 5 minutes before you rinse it out. Just conditioning for like 1 minute is not gonna be very helpful to you, and you're kind of wasting your money doing that. So make sure you let it sit in your hair for like a while. Just chill in the shower, sing a song, I don't know, do some of your other steps if you're in a rush, but make sure you let it sit for at least 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, split ends is basically that. Split ends is basically like your hair strands are kind of coming apart. So yeah, it's really hard to get rid of split ends once you have them. And your hair kind of naturally does that a little bit as it's like growing out, because like not all of the oil and things from your scalp make it all the way down to the end of your hair if you have longer hair, especially. So conditioner can help with that. It can help with keeping your hair in good condition. That's why it's called conditioner. Alright, Silvi, I'm in the shower and I've been following all instructions so far. Awaiting further orders. Probably gonna end up having like a 4-hour long shower. Thanks, Bartleby. You didn't know that? Yeah, I hope I can teach you guys some stuff that you don't know. Okay, step number 2 in the shower. Wash your face. Wash your face. You want to do this after you do your hair, because when you're washing your hair and you're shampooing and you're conditioning, some of the stuff that you're putting on your hair and on your scalp is kind of gonna leak down to your face a little bit. So you want to make sure that you've completed those steps before you wash your face, because if you wash your face first, then your shampoo and your conditioner might just sit on your face all day, and that's not good, because that's not where they're supposed to be. So it might make you break out if you wash your face before your hair. Make sure you're exfoliating at least some of the time with a washcloth. If your skin feels kind of like clogged and like bumpy and kind of gross, maybe give it a wash with a washcloth. But be gentle, don't scrub too hard. Usually, there are other things, and I'll talk about this in the skincare section, but there's physical exfoliating and there's chemical exfoliating. Washcloth is physical exfoliating. Definitely do one or the other or both, as long as you're careful not to overdo it. But I feel like most guys probably would just vibe better with physical exfoliating with a washcloth, at least to start with, because chemical exfoliants are a little complicated and confusing. If you don't know what you're doing, you can kind of mess up your skin pretty easily. So yeah, but make sure you're washing with a washcloth. Try to find a cleanser that works for your skin type. Personally, I'll be telling you guys which products I use at the end, and your mileage may vary, of course, but personally, for my skin, my face does not like foamy cleansers, like ones that get really lathery and bubbly. My face hates that. hates those. So that annihilates like a lot of skincare cleanser options for me. But I I would recommend sticking to something gentle to start with. Don't use anything with like exfoliating beads or like scrubby microplastics in there. Just a standard either foaming cleanser or a gel cleanser to start with. Be gentle with your skin. You don't have to be rough. Your face skin is sensitive, so you shouldn't be like super harsh with it. Be gentle. And make sure you rinse thoroughly. Get everywhere. Yeah. I would also recommend, like, when you're washing your face, wash your neck and behind your ears as well with the cleanser, because that's still very similar to face skin. So, I would like just add a little bit more cleanser and wash your neck and get behind your ears and like kind of inside your ears. Not like all the way in, but you know, the outside part of your ears. Get in there with your cleanser as well, and then rinse that out really well. Step number 3, washing your body. This is the part that I think maybe some people get wrong. Sometimes. You gotta do it right. You have to do it right. When you wash your body, start from the top and work your way downwards. And yes, that means you do have to wash your legs, chat. You can't just let the soap run over your legs and say that's good enough. You have to actually physically wash your legs. Yes. Okay. Use a loofah. Use something scrubby. You gotta exfoliate your body too. You would be surprised at how much shit just like lives on your skin if you don't exfoliate. If you're not scrubbing your body, you probably have like 20 or 30 layers of dead skin just sitting there on top of your body. Yeah, and dead skin's like delicious for bacteria and stuff, so you want to get rid of that. Use a loofah or an African net sponge or a Korean body scrub mitt. You can look those up. I would recommend either the net sponge or the body scrub mitt. I use a Korean body scrub mitt myself, and I cannot use a normal loofah anymore. I don't feel clean. I don't feel clean if I don't use my body scrub mitt. If you do get a body scrub mitt though, only use it like, I don't know, once or twice a week, because they are very scrubby, so you don't want to be like cutting your skin. You can use a normal loofah in between, but I wouldn't use it more than once or twice a week because they are very rough and scrubby. Yeah. Also, one fun thing you can do, I know guys don't like to take baths, but when you very first get a Korean body scrub mitt, go soak in a bath for like 30 minutes before you use it, and then scrub yourself with it and see how much gross stuff comes off of your body. It's like actually insane. I went to a Korean spa one time and oh my god, that's such an experience. If you guys haven't been to a Korean spa, you should try it. It's borderline traumatizing. They literally like take you in there. You're wearing naught but a loincloth basically. That doesn't even matter because they're gonna see your whole ass and everything. Anyway, they like spray you down with water and then tell you to get up on this slippery table with like a plastic covering on it. And then they start just like dumping water all over you. And then the lady just like scrubs you super hard everywhere. Everywhere. She got literally everywhere. She got my front parts, my back parts I didn't even know I had. She was all in there. Oh my god. And then she just like dumps you down with even more water and I mean, I guess they try to make it a little nice at the end by like putting cucumber slices on your eyes. But still, but it's very nice because you come out feeling like fresh and smooth like a baby. Hayachi. Yeah, don't exfoliate too often because it can be bad for you. But yeah, if you have any of these tools for exfoliating, you should be replacing them regularly. Like, I wouldn't use a loofah for like more than a month, and even that's like kind of pushing it. Yes, replace them often. The Korean body scrub mitts are really cheap on Amazon, and usually they come in like packs of a bunch of them all at once. So it's probably even cheaper to use those than it is a loofah. Loofahs are like, for some reason, weirdly expensive. I don't know why. But yeah. You know, guys that have a loofah have them for years. Disgusting! Disgusting! You're just washing yourself with all of your grody, disgusting bacteria from all your other showers in the past. Gross! Gross, gross, gross! Hi, Josuke Gio. Hello, thank you for the follow. Yeah, bi-weekly is good. I would say that's a good, you know, middle zone. A month is kind of pushing it. Wash your dick and balls last. Wash your front first and then wash your back last. Like your butt crack should be last. Because, you don't really want to do it first and then be putting all of that potential bacteria that you just dug out of there onto the rest of your body. So make sure you wash your private parts last. But do your butt last. Like do your front bits and then do your back bits. And make sure you get in there. Just because it's your butt crack doesn't mean you don't have to exfoliate it, okay? You do. You do still have to exfoliate your butt crack. Don't just only use your hand. Try to also, like, you know, gently scrub in there with a washcloth or something, whatever you're using. Gently. But you should be still like exfoliating your junk. Your junk in your trunk. Please wash them. I cannot tell you how to wash your pee-pee. But you should be being thorough. Make sure if there's any like hidden bits, if you have to like get in there, make sure you get in there, like pull it back and like get in there, get your finger in there, and make sure you're like cleaning it out and stuff. Yeah. And for girls too, you have to get in there. There's lots of like folds and stuff, so make sure you're getting in between all of the bits. Yeah. Oh, okay. What if I am the gross stuff? Well, then you can do all this to become clean. Yeah, for girls, it's true that the inside is self-cleaning in the way that it, like, secretes stuff like mucusy stuff in order to like clean out bacteria and dirt and whatever else might have gotten in there. But that does not mean that the outside bits are self-cleaning. They're not. You still have to clean the outside. It's okay to just use water. Sometimes people are sensitive to soaps. I know there's like sensitive soap that you can get as well, like specifically for that purpose. But like minimum, bare minimum, at least use water and like get really good in there. Feel around in there with your fingers. Make sure you're not missing anything. I like to if you have a detachable shower head, like one that comes with like the rope thing, whatever attached to it, so you can take it down off the wall. I like to grab the shower head and like angle it down there, front and back, so that you're like spraying it with water when you're rinsing, so that it's all clean there, front and back. Okay, make sure you wash your parts. Yeah, hose, that's the word. Yeah, make sure you use soap, obviously. Use soap. I feel like that should go without saying, but make sure you're using soap, body wash. And you can use liquid body wash, or you can use like the body wash bars. As long as it's soap and you're lathering it up and you're using a sufficient amount to get clean everywhere, either is fine. Okay, after you shower, now you're all clean. Make sure you're drying yourself properly with a clean towel. I don't use my towel like more than maybe 2-3 times. 3 times is even a lot. And if you can, use a separate towel for your face. Dry your face with a different towel. Yeah, because otherwise you're putting all your ass germs. You're putting all your ass germs after you dried your ass last time onto your face now, which is not ideal. If you don't wash your towel, please wash your towel. Please. Wash your towel regularly. If you don't have multiple towels, please buy multiple towels. They are not that expensive. Yeah, your butt is supposed to be clean, but you never know. Like, it's a hole. It's a hole that's connected to the inside of you, and there's germs in there. So even if you clean it really well, it's always just better to be sure that you're not putting ass germs onto your face. Your towel will forget by tomorrow. No, it won't. No. Yeah, use clean towel. Use a separate towel for your face so that you're not like grossing up your face with ass germs and like dead skin from your body and all that. Yeah. After you're all dry, consider using body lotion. I know this is kind of a lot to ask. I don't do this step every single time, but it does help. The only thing I don't like about lotion is that I feel slimy. I feel slimy afterwards, like a slug. Sometimes I like to do lotion more when I shower at night, or if I take a bath at night, because then I can just like put pajamas on and get into bed. No, it's not that. It's not applying too much. It's because it like traps the body heat better than my skin does normally, so I feel kind of like hot and moist. Yeah, it feels funny, but you can consider using body lotion and then following that up with body oil. Or if you're the sweaty type, consider Gold Bond in all your sweaty areas, like your armpits, your crotch zone, your butt. If your butt gets sweaty, you can use Gold Bond. It's kind of like baby powder, but like medicated, I think. Yeah. My papa has some in his house. And definitely use deodorant. Make sure you use deodorant every day. You should be putting deodorant on so you're not getting stinky. Yeah. But those are important for after you shower, just to make sure that you're not like well, if you're not drying yourself off properly, you're allowing fungus a chance to grow on your skin, because fungus really likes wetness. So if you're just kind of sitting around in your wet towel, or you're like not drying your hair, not drying your body, not getting your butt crack dry or your feet dry, you're giving fungus an opportunity to grow upon you. Deodorant or antiperspirant better? I think it depends on what you want. Deodorant does one thing and antiperspirant does another. Antiperspirant prevents you from sweating, and deodorant makes your sweat like not as smelly. You're kind of like masking it. So it depends on you want. I use deodorant. I've heard that antiperspirant, if you use antiperspirant a lot, it can potentially cause problems later in life because you're not allowing your body to sweat anymore. So your sweat glands can get like a little clogged and maybe cause health issues later. But yeah. Yeah, why is that? Girls deodorant's not that way. Girls deodorant's always one or the other, but guys deodorant sometimes seems to be both. What the hell? Girls deodorant's not like that. What the hell? Yeah, it's good to be health conscious about like things that you're putting on your body. We'll talk about that a little bit in the skincare step, but I know, maybe I should just start buying guys deodorant. Maybe it'll work better, especially because I walk to class. I walk everywhere, so I get a little sweaty sometimes. After a day the towel forgets it was used? No, that is not correct. Yeah, but make sure you're following up your shower with all these things. About your hair. Dry your hair. If you have an old like cotton t-shirt that you don't use anymore, you don't really care about, dry your hair with a cotton t-shirt. It's like way better than drying your hair with a towel. Normal towels are too rough. They're too rough and they're too like absorbing of moisture, so they don't let your hair hang on to any moisture at all, really. And it can kind of like mess up your hair follicle strands a little bit. So if you can dry your hair with a cotton t-shirt, that's like way better. Or you can use a microfiber towel, but I know a lot of people don't like the feeling of microfiber, myself included. I don't like touching it. Why does it feel like that? I don't like touching it. It's uncomfortable, especially if my hands are like kind of like damp or they're pruny from being in the shower. Blech, blech. Feels weird. Yeah, pat your hair dry or scrunch it dry if it's long. I always scrunch my hair dry. I never like rub it dry. And if you're a guy, which I'm sure most of you are, you can style your hair. I don't know like all the ins and outs of styling guy hair, but I was looking at some videos when I was researching about this, and there are some videos out there that explain all the differences between all these products. So maybe go take a look at that. Give me my pantsu back, real tracks. I'm wearing a short skirt. It's drafty. Give them back. Wow. Meow. Hi, Nico. Side note to the hair gel, being aware too much hair gel is also a bad thing. Yeah, you gotta be careful how much gel you use for sure. Cause a lot of gel has a tendency to get kind of like crunchy or like flaky and dry if you use too much of it. So especially if you don't have a whole lot of hair, make sure you just use like a little. It's better to start with a little and then be able to put more instead of having too much and then now you have to wash your hair again. You don't really like the feeling of products in your hair? Well, some of these things are lighter than others. Like texture powder is just designed to like help your hair not get weighed down and kind of stand up a little more. And styling clay is a little heavier. Pomade is a little bit heavier. Gel is like, well, gel. You guys know what gel is. But yeah. Try out some of these things if you want to style your hair. Also, one thing I forgot to add on here. Proper haircut. Make sure you're getting a good haircut that suits you, that makes you look handsome. Nothing ruins a man's style more than having a fuck-ass haircut. Please, like if you don't know what haircut to get, ask your friends what they think. Look at like celebrities who kind of look a little similar to you, like in terms of face shape and like hair texture and stuff, and see what kind of haircuts they get. Please, for the love of God, get a good, fashionable, good-looking haircut. It makes all the difference. Where do you draw the line between fuck-ass haircut and just taste, though? Well, it depends. Like, I feel like there's been haircuts that have gone in and out of style for men throughout the years. These days, it's kind of like, I don't know, fade on the sides and then longer on the top. And I like that style. I think it looks good on most guys. I hated man buns. Thank God that shit is over and dead. Man buns were an affront to God. I hated every single one of them. What if you're bald? Well, then you don't have to worry about it. No, if you do want, there's like no shame in getting like a wig or whatever guys can get, like a toupee. But you have to still look after them. You can't just like get a toupee and then do nothing. You have to like brush it and wash it and all that stuff. Yeah. What hoods do you recommend for good haircuts? What do you mean hoods? Like a hoodie, like a sweater? I have a friend with a man bun and we roast him for it often. Good. Keep roasting him until he cuts it off. That shit's gross. It almost never looks good. Yeah, if you're at the point where you're balding, maybe it's just time to accept it. If it's like, you know, you only have a little bit of hair left, just accept it. It's okay. Bald men are still handsome. My dad's bald and he's still very handsome. Yeah. Hi, you're on fire. Hi, Ascara. Hi, John Swan. Hello. Oh, mama. And if you don't know what haircut to get, try to find a well-reviewed barber or hairdresser, and then just like ask their opinion on what you should get. And then just be brave and try it out until you find one that you like. Yeah, what about ponytails on guys? I think it depends on if you can pull it off and if you're comfortable with it. And you do still have to look after your hair. I feel like if you're a guy and you have a ponytail and you like don't condition it and don't really do anything with it to keep up with it, then I don't know, that's like not ideal. I went to Quebec expecting people to talk like you and was met with a lot of French people. Bruh, why would you ever go to Quebec, first of all? Second of all, they're all French. I don't know French. Okay. Oral hygiene. After you get out of the shower, you should brush your teeth. So let's talk about how to look after your teeth properly. Firstly, you should be brushing twice a day. Make sure you're brushing twice a day. Once a day is just not enough. It's just not. Your teeth are gonna get gross if you don't do it twice a day. You should be brushing for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They say 2 minutes, but sometimes I like to do like a little more than that if it feels like extra fuzzy or something. I'm kind of a slow toothbrusher too, so I usually do like 2.5 minutes. Yeah, make sure you brush twice a day with a good fluoridated toothpaste. Make sure it has fluorine in it, because that's what helps with protecting your enamel and keeping your teeth strong. Yeah. Well, that's why I said get a water flosser. Yeah. Make sure when you're brushing your teeth, you're also brushing your tongue. Brush and scrape your tongue. A lot of bacteria and crap lives on your tongue. So, I know it makes some people gag if you have a weak gag reflex or strong gag reflex. But it's very important, so try to get used to it, okay? Try to get used to it. Make sure you're replacing your toothbrush regularly. Like, I don't know, once a month, maybe even more frequently than that. It never can hurt to do it more frequently if you can. And if you can afford it, an electric toothbrush is like way better than manual. So I think a lot of people recommend the Oral-B ones. But make sure when you're brushing with an electric toothbrush that you're not like scrubbing the tooth. You're supposed to just kind of hold it on your tooth and like move it slowly around the tooth. Don't like scrub like you're brushing, because that's bad. Flossing. Make sure you're flossing once a day. Yes, you have to. It's very important. If you're not flossing once a day, you're gonna turn like 30 and the dentist will tell you that you have gingivitis or periodontal disease, or your teeth are just like not in good condition and your gums are not in good condition. So make sure that you're flossing once a day. I know it's annoying to do and your gums bleed and sometimes it hurts, but that'll stop happening if you do it regularly. So make sure you do. If you don't know how to floss, you kind of stick the floss in between your teeth and don't like pull it back and forth between your teeth. Just curve the floss around your tooth, the side of your tooth, and gently move the floss up and down. Like imagine that you're scraping it off, scraping the plaque off with the floss. Yeah, gentle, be gentle. Yeah, or get a water flosser. Those are really helpful. I have one. I use a water flosser. They can be a little pricey, but you know, it's a good investment. And make sure you're getting a dental cleaning every 6 months if you can afford it. It's very helpful to have like professional intervention in cleaning all the plaque off and checking your teeth for cavities, making sure your gums are healthy, that kind of stuff. Sugary drinks are like kryptonite to teeth. If you can, try not to have soda, juice, milkshakes, that kind of thing, because that'll just make it even easier for the sugar bugs to get in between your teeth, because now it's in liquid format instead of solid format. So careful you're not just like dousing your teeth in sugar constantly. If you didn't know, the bacteria that cause cavities reproduce every 20 minutes. So snacking can also be pretty bad for your teeth, because now instead of giving them food to reproduce with every, like, you know, couple hours, now you're giving it to them kind of constantly. So they'll reproduce more and more and more and make more and more acid that will break your teeth down and cause cavities. Yeah, drinking water can help with rinsing the sugar away, and also xylitol gum. Xylitol is a special kind of sugar that kills the bacteria that eat it. It kills the bad teeth bacteria if they eat it. So that can also help if you're like out in public and you don't have a toothbrush, you can't brush your teeth, or you don't have water or whatever. I always keep xylitol gum on me just in case I do want to have a snack or something. Okay. Skincare! Let me tell you about skincare. It's time to learn a skincare routine, chat. Yes, even if you are a man, you should still learn about skincare. I feel like most men do not do like any skincare. How many of you guys in the chat have a skincare routine? If you have a skincare routine, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't have one, put a 2 in the chat. 1 for yes, you have skincare. 2 for no, I don't have skincare. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Stop, you have a skincare routine. No way. 2, 2, I used to. 2. It's okay if you don't have one, because I'll tell you how to have one. I'll tell you what to do. Don't worry. The first step is cleansing, and then toner, and then serums and treatments, and then moisturizer, and then sunscreen. And if you're new to this, if you're new to skincare, I would stick with only 3 of these steps. I would do cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. If you're new, don't add in toner or any serums or treatments or actives until you have a good cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Oh, let me have a drink. My throat's getting dry. Okay. Okay, firstly, you should try to figure out your skin type. It is important. Important. Touch your face right now, chat. Touch your face. What does it feel like? How does it feel? How does it feel when you touch it with your fingers? Is it like kind of dry and a little flaky? Is there a bit of oil on there? Maybe it's only oily in some spots, like on your nose and your forehead. And then the rest is like normal or dry. Feels like beard. Even if you have a beard, you should still do all these things. People have always told me to put sunscreen on just for safety measures. Yeah, you should. Sunscreen's very important. Little bumpy, bristly. Oh, if your skin's dry type, if it feels flaky or it loses moisture quickly, you'll probably have dry skin type. If it feels oily, like kind of wet, your skin's probably making excess sebum, which is not necessarily a problem. It's just trying to help you. It's trying to help you protect your skin, but yeah. It could be oily skin type in that case. Personally, I have combination skin. My skin gets oily around my nose and my forehead, which is called your T-zone, by the way. And then my cheeks are dry and my chin is dry. So I have combination skin, but yours might be different. Okay. Cleansers. About cleansers. This is an important step for your skincare, cause kind of determines how the rest of it goes. If you pick the wrong cleanser or a cleanser that doesn't work well for your skin, you're not gonna have great results for everything you do afterwards. So cleaning your face is very important. Cleaning it properly is even more important, because if you're not getting all the dirt and the oil up properly, then you're kind of just layering shit on top of shit, you know? You're just layering stuff on top of dirt, which is not good. You want to be trapping dirt under like all your moisturizers and sunscreens. My skin type is the type to die when it comes in contact with literally anything. It's genetically weak. It's oily and grainy. Grainy? Interesting. Feels like skin. I have dry skin. UV rays can get to you even on the cloudiest of days. True. That's why sunscreen's really important. We'll talk about sunscreen more in a little. Hi, Harun. Damn, I'm late for class. That's okay. The VOD will always be there. Okay. Oil or milk cleansers. They are slightly different from each other, but I'm putting them in the same category because generally you would only use these for the same reasons. So, yeah. You want to use an oil cleanser before a water-based cleanser if you have oily or combination skin. I don't think dry skin benefits super a lot from oil cleansers because, you know how like breaks down like? Like oil dissolves in oil and oil and water don't mix. If your skin is oily, you don't really get great results if you try to clean it with something that's water-based, because, well, you're just like putting water on top of an oil slick, basically. It just kind of stays on top and doesn't get down into your pores. So, if you have oily or combination skin, I would say try out an oil or a milk cleanser. And then, use it 1 or 2 times a day. You don't want to strip your skin too much because you always have to do the water-based cleanser step afterwards. So if you do it twice a day and your skin feels too dry after that, try only once a day. and see how that goes. Yeah, and make sure you're gentle. The thing with oil cleanser is that you want to actually put the oil cleanser on your dry skin for the same reason as I said before. It won't get down into your pores if there's a layer of water in the way. So make sure you're using oil or milk cleansers on dry skin. And then make sure you're like rubbing it in for about 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, so that you're getting all the gunk out. And then if you do use an oil or a milk cleanser, make sure you follow it up with a water-based cleanser so that you're washing the oil off properly. But if you have dry skin type, you probably only need a water-based cleanser. Start with something really gentle, like Neutrogena Gentle Cleanser, Cetaphil, that kind of thing. Something super gentle. And if your skin starts to feel tight after cleansing, you're stripping away too much oil. So I would say maybe use it less frequently, or it might not be the right cleanser for you at that point. Yeah, but cleansers are important because they loosen all the dirt out of your pores and remove bacteria and break down excess sebum. Yeah, but very important first step. For those of you who have easily irritated skin, aloe lotion can be very helpful. Yeah, there's lots of sensitive skin cleansers. I use a gentle skin cleanser and like a very mild oil cleanser as well, because I found a lot of the like foaming cleansers that get really foamy and sudsy, those strip my skin like way too much. There's something that's really important about your face skin. This goes for all skin, but especially your face skin. You have something called your skin barrier. Skin barrier. And it's really important to keep your skin's barrier intact, which means not stripping too much oil and just like not adding too much moisture either. So you gotta find the right level. But I would say try stuff out for like 3 weeks and see if it works. If it doesn't work for that whole time, or it just continues to get worse, then maybe try something else. Okay. Okay, toners. You're probably like, what the hell is a toner? What does that even do? What does that even do? A toner is like a liquidy product that you typically put on like a cotton round or a cotton pad and like gently wipe it or pat it onto your face. For me, because my skin likes moisture a lot, I just like put the toner right into my hands and kind of pat it onto my face. But it helps to like re-moisturize your skin after you washed it and took all the oil and the dirt away. And it helps rebalance the pH of your skin. There are some toners that have like active ingredients. Like for example, some toners have like vitamin C or hyaluronic acid, which helps with moisture, or like stuff for brightening your skin or evening your skin tone. So there are toners that are kind of like for a purpose more so than just like moisture, but I would stick to something really basic to start with. Yeah, but they can be kind of a lighter way of cleansing your skin too. Like if you put on a cotton round and then rub it around, sometimes you'll notice that it picks up dirt and oil and stuff. So that could be a good way to kind of keep your skin clean too, if you don't want to like dry your skin out by using your cleanser again, but you do feel kind of like greasy. But try to avoid alcohol-based toners. Alcohol-based toners are so drying and so stripping on your skin. I feel like back when I was a teenager, alcohol-based toners were really popular because it felt like it was like getting rid of acne and stuff, because it was like making your skin feel really tight, but that's actually bad. That's actually bad. Alcohol is super drying, and it's also just not a great ingredient to put on your skin in general. So careful about that. Yeah. Also, I should mention, I used to work in a skincare lab, so I actually kind of know a lot about this stuff, if you guys are wondering. This is all just like basic things, but if you're in my Discord, you're always welcome to ask me questions. I'll do what I can to help you. But yeah, toner's not like a super important step. I like it because it helps my skin feel like nice and moist and just adds like an extra layer of moistness back after I cleanse and before I moisturize. Oh yeah, I should mention, generally, step-wise, in terms of skincare, you always want to go from like most liquidy to least liquidy, in terms of like the order of the steps. So if you ever get a new skincare thing that you want to try out and you're not really sure where in your routine it goes, you should put it kind of in order of like how liquidy or thick it is compared to your other stuff that you're using. Yeah. Okay, serums and active ingredients and stuff. This is kind of that section. This is like the advanced skincare section. I'm not gonna list all the active ingredients. I'll mention a couple, but make sure you're careful. Do a lot of research before you think about adding a serum or an active ingredient into your routine, because this is the easiest step to fuck your skin up with. Like, by a long shot. Serums and actives have like special ingredients that do specific things for your skin. For example, retinol. That's a good question. Retinol is a really good ingredient to have. It helps increase your skin cells turnover rate. So instead of taking, say, for example, like 30 days for a skin cell to like replenish itself, like live and die and fall off, it speeds that up. So that instead of your skin looking kind of dull and gross, it goes faster, so it just looks younger. It like doesn't have a chance to get all dull and gross. I think. I don't know the super like science behind it, but it definitely works. But you have to be careful how you use it, because if you use it too much, then you can ruin your skin barrier easily. And typically most people who start a retinol are gonna purge in the beginning, because it's like bringing up all of the grossness out of your pores, and it can cause closed comedones really easily, which are like those little tiny bumpies that you get on your skin that don't really, they're not pimples because they can't be popped. They just kind of live underneath your skin layers. But retinol can help with those too, because it's kind of helps with like exfoliating. It's sort of a chemical exfoliant. There are other chemical exfoliants like alpha hydroxy acid and beta hydroxy acid, which people do have some success with. There's mandelic acid, azelaic acid, all kinds of stuff. I know it sounds scary because it's called an acid. But they're not really that like strong. It's not gonna like burn your face off, but it does break down your skin layers, so you do have to be careful how often you use it. But typically they come in either like serum format or cream format. Retinol is usually a cream, I think. Azelaic acid's usually a cream. AHA is usually like a toner pad or like a liquid. And so is BHA. Typically it's like a liquid. But they'll often be in a lot of skincare, so you have to be careful when you're making a routine or adjusting your routine to not be adding too many of these all at once, because they can tend to not play very well with each other. One thing you can do if you really want to add another active into your routine is using one in the morning and one at night, so that they're not like both on your face at the same time, but you're still getting the benefits. There are also some products that don't like sun. They do not like to be hit with UV rays, and they will damage your skin, which is why sunscreen's so important. Yeah, I use azelaic acid. I'm really liking it. I just started using it like 2 weeks ago or something, and I'm really liking it. I've tried like mandelic acid and AHA and BHA, and I didn't like those at all. And I use retinol as well. Yeah, but I don't use my retinol as often because my skin's a little sensitive to it. Yeah, but just be careful not to overload these. If you guys have any questions about what you should use for what, you're always welcome to ask me, but there's a lot of resources out there too. So feel free to give it a Google. Okay, this is another really important step. This is like, I don't know, potentially second most important, third, second, I don't know. Cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen are like equally as important, really. Okay, I just put like 2 different kinds of moisturizers here. Technically, they're split up into more categories than this. Like, there's like creams, there's lotions, there's gels, there's I don't know, there's all kinds. They have different names depending on the consistency or like the percentage of water that's in there. But cream moisturizers are typically like heavier texture and thicker, and they tend to have like more ingredients that are kind of oil based. So they can tend to clog your pores if you have oily skin already. So I would use creams more if you're on the dry skin side. And then cream moisturizers, because they're so thick and can clog your pores, definitely stop using them if you start getting like a lot of spots, like pimples or like closed comedones, because it probably means that's like too heavy for your skin. Yeah, you like creams because you have dry skin. That's why. I have oily combination skin, so I like gels. I use a gel moisturizer because it's lighter. It's a little bit more liquidy. So it smooths in very easily. No, I do tend to get a little bit drier in the winter time. So gel moisturizers, sometimes like at night I'll put on a heavier moisturizer in the winter just because the gel kind of it like dries out faster. It doesn't keep your skin moist as long as creams do. So in the winter it can be a little eh. Hi, Puma Flame. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah. If you want to go the extra mile, you can do eye cream as well. But you do have to be a little careful with that because your eye skin is very delicate. So if you're going to add an eye cream, make sure I would start with like something on the lighter end first and just see how your skin does. Your under eye skin's like slightly different than the rest of your face skin. So just be delicate with it. I wouldn't put anything too heavy there because you can end up getting milia, which are like little kind of balls of keratin that like live under your skin, and then it's really hard to get them out. You have to have them extracted. So be careful. Yeah. Eye creams often have like, you know, they say they'll get rid of your dark circles or they'll make your under eyes look more full, but I don't know how true those tend to be. Some of them seem like they're just sort of bullshit. Yeah, okay. Sunscreen! Most important. This is so important. You will see very minimal benefits from your skincare if you do not use sunscreen. Now, why is that? It's because when your sebum in your skin that your skin naturally produces, that's what the oil your skin makes is called, sebum. Not a very nice name, but anyway, when the sebum on your face gets into your pores, it kind of gets stuck there. It can get stuck there and it traps dirt also. But when the sebum gets hit by UV rays, it oxidizes and gets all black. That's how blackheads form. That's how blackheads form. So if you ever have those like little bumps on your nose, those are called sebaceous filaments on your nose, like the little dark spots. Or if you have blackheads, which are like firmer, they're more firm than sebaceous filaments and often like can be squeezed easier. If you get either of those, wear sunscreen. Wear sunscreen and use an oil cleanser to get them out. Yeah, if you extract them with oil cleansing and then use some kind of acid, it helps a lot with sebaceous filaments. But if your blackheads are really big, you might want to just like go to an esthetician and get them extracted, because you don't want to be squeezing those on your own, even though it's kind of addicting to do. Because you could damage your pores and make them stay that size forever. So go to an esthetician and get them taken out if you have blackheads, and then wear sunscreen so you don't get them back. You have to use it every day. Yes, even if you don't go outside. The sun is a deadly laser. The sun is a deadly laser. So make sure you use it every day. Don't use that crappy American shit. Get the good stuff. It's not even that expensive. Get the good Korean or Japanese sunscreen. SPF 50. Make sure it's SPF 50. it will not be as effective or last as long if you get like SPF 30 or something. Make sure it's 50, okay? Okay. Yes. Not anymore. There's a blanket. Go on land. No. Why? There's no food up there. I love that video. It's so funny. Mahajapit? Majapahit? I love that video. Yeah, the Biore Aqua Rich UV sunscreen. I used that one for a long time. I stopped using it because there's like a lot of alcohol in it, but it was pretty good for a while. Yes, this is the most important part. If you don't use sunscreen, you're not gonna get any benefits from any of the other stuff. And if you're using retinol or you're using any actives, definitely use sunscreen, because otherwise UV light and UV rays can break down a lot of those ingredients and they'll actually become harmful to your skin instead of helpful. So make sure you use sunscreen, please. And it prevents skin cancer and age spots and wrinkles. Unless you want to look like 500 million years old when you're 40, please use sunscreen. Yeah. Your friend found an SPF 100 in Austria? Oh my god. I wonder if that actually works. I think there were some studies about sunscreen that claimed to be like a certain SPF not actually being that protective. So I don't know. Yeah, even during winter, especially if it snowed, because the snow reflects the UV light back up from the ground onto your face again. So instead of just getting hit by the sun's rays from the sun, you're also getting reflected light also hitting you in the face from the ground and every other angle. No, the sun is always shining. The sun is technically there even at nighttime. So you should wear sunscreen literally all day, all the time. Trust. When you're like 70 and you look like you're 30, you'll thank me. Yeah. Okay. Couple extra grooming steps. Couple of extra things. These are mostly for guys, I guess. But I figure most of you are guys. Do vampires still need sunscreen? Of course. They're gonna die. They'll burn up and turn to ashes if they don't wear sunscreen. You never use sunscreen except when going to the beach? Uh-oh. That's not good. Beard care. Make sure you're washing your beard when you wash your face. Scrub your beard with your face cleanser. Yeah. Scrub your beard. Trust me. Your beard has all kinds of dirt and oil and stuff built up onto it. All the oil from your face gets wicked up by your beard and put into your beard, which can sound good because like, oh yay, my beard's staying moisturized, but actually that can be kind of yucky for your beard if you're not washing it. So make sure you wash it and keep it trimmed and neat. Make sure you're like you know, not looking all scruffy like a crazy mountain man if you have a beard. Make sure you're trimming it and keeping it looking nice and tidy, okay? Yeah. You don't even use sunscreen at the beach? I just let it bake? Bro! You're gonna get skin cancer! Oh my god. And use a beard oil when you're washing your face and you're taking all of the oil out of your beard by washing your beard too, you want to replace that oil with beard oil so that your beard hair still stays like nice and moisturized. And once you add a beard oil, then your beard will be oiled enough so then it's not like stealing all the oil from your face and making your face dry. And you can use like a beard pomade as well if you want to like style it and stuff. Cologne. There were lots of questions about cologne during the last stream. Find your signature scent. I don't really know how to tell you how to do that because your signature scent should smell good mixing with your natural scent. If it smells like kind of off or kind of weird when you put it on and you wear it all day and then you smell yourself and you're like, that's not as good, then maybe that doesn't suit your body and your natural smell. So trial and error might be needed, but hopefully you can find one that you like. Spray it directly onto your skin so it can interact with your natural smell better. And a lot of colognes and perfumes kind of like smell a little different when they become warm from your body heat. And they start like evaporating from your body heat. So put it directly on your skin. Put it on your neck and your chest and your wrists and armpits and your crotch. Yeah. All the hot zones, all the hot spots in your body, put it there. Don't use too much. It depends on the cologne. There's like different. Have you ever noticed that some perfumes and colognes are like eau de parfum and some of them are parfum and some of them are, you know, other stuff? It's cause there's different concentration levels of the smell. Eau de parfum, I think, is like the least. Zeta-chan, you can totally correct me here because I don't know that much about it. I know you know a lot about it. But some of them are not as concentrated with the smell as others are. So if you're using one that's not that concentrated, it's probably fine to put like a little bit more on if you want a stronger smell. But if you're using one that's already very strong, then just a couple of dabs, couple of sprays, it's probably fine. I spray a small amount of cologne in my brush instead of the usual spot so that when I brush my hair, it smells nice. Ooh, that does sound nice. Interesting. What's a good recommendation for someone who has asthma? Ooh, that's a good question. Does your asthma make you sensitive to smells? I don't really know in that case. Maybe Reddit would know. Reddit might know. Cologne is the lightest. See? Cologne is the lightest, and then I suppose it goes up from there. Alright, Joey Jones, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, but give it a shot. Nothing is nicer than a man who smells good. A man who smells good is like, oh my god. If there's a guy who walks past me in public and he smells nice, I swear to God I get that like cartoon thing where you're picked up by your nose following the smell, the scent waft that's coming from the good smell. It's like that. Yeah. Eau de parfum is strongest? Naruhodo. See, I thought it was the weakest because it was like always like water, right? I was like, oh, they just mix it with a ton of water. Oh, extra grooming stuff as well. Keep your nails trimmed and clean. Please, 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 please. The female gaze is looking at men's hands. If your hands look gross and dirty, that's such a turn off. It's such a turn off. It's so like, blah, blah, blah. She's trying to picture you fingering her, so like make it easy. Make it easy to imagine by making your fingers look nice and clean and keeping your fingernails clean. Yeah. And go to the doctor if you have any weird stuff going on in your body or something strange with your nails or anything like, you know, some weird smells coming from places or a bump or a lump. Please go to the doctor. Please, 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 please. Please go to the doctor if you notice anything untoward. Yeah, don't just be like, well, I guess that lives on my body now. Nothing to be done about it. I promise you, doctors have seen everything and anything. They will not care. Ah! Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some water. Ow, I'm back. Sorry, I'm still a little sick, so I was having a coughing fit. There's a tickle in my throat. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, but make sure you go to the doctor if anything's wrong. Inspect your body. Inspect your body. Get to know your body. Take a mirror to all of your places that you don't look at, and look at them. How can you know if something's wrong if you don't look? You have to look, okay? Look at your booty hole crack. Look at the underside of your balls. Stand, do the like double mirror thing so you can look at your back if you don't have someone to look for you. Yeah, inspect yourself so that you know. If you don't look, nothing is wrong. No, you cannot just pretend you don't see it. You have to look. It's important. Okay, a little note about laundry. You should be doing your laundry regularly. Part of being clean and and smelling clean and looking clean is wearing clean clothes and using clean towels and clean bed sheets. If you don't wash your bed sheets regularly, you're literally just getting into a pile of dirt every night and rolling around in a pile of dirt and oil and sweat and bacteria. So make sure you're doing all of your laundry, all kinds of laundry regularly, okay? Wear your clothes once and then wash them one time. When was the last time you washed your bed sheets? Yesterday. Yesterday, I'll have you know. I cleaned the whole house yesterday. Cause I'm finally not sick, so I had a bunch of like used tissues and stuff laying around. Can you do mine too? No, fuck off. I'm not your mom. I'm not your mom. Chat, you are adult men. You can do your own laundry. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Get your homies to inspect your booty hole. I mean, if you're close enough with your homies. Bro, I've had to do that. I've had to do that. Ugh. One time I had something on my boob and I had to ask my grandma to look at it. My grandma's a nurse and I was like, I didn't want to go to the doctor, so I asked my grandma to come over and look at my boob, and it was kind of awkward, but it was fine. It was fine. I have to use scent-free soap because children are sensitive to scented soap, especially Stompino with their sensitive skin. Yeah, fragrances are pretty bad actually for your skin. I put that in later in the presentation. A note about fragrances. Yeah, it was like a red kind of rash thing or something. I don't even know what it was. It just ended up going away on its own. It was like some kind of dermatitis or something. Yeah, do not use fabric softener, and dryer sheets are a scam. Don't use them. Just use soap. Just use soap. If you want to dry your laundry faster, you can get those balls that you put in there that like bonk around in your dryer and like add more air into it. Yeah, wool balls. Get those, they help. Yeah. And buy high quality stuff, high quality clothes if you can, and look after them. They last longer, and typically like fast fashion kind of clothes are made out of materials like acrylic and rayon and that kind of stuff that's not very great. It's not good for your skin because it's basically just plastic. It's pretty much just plastic. And that can make your skin like really sweaty and like itchy and rashy and uncomfortable. So if you can afford to, buying higher quality clothes made out of like actual cotton, 100% cotton, 100% wool, like as little acrylic and plastic and acrylic blends and whatever as you can get. Yeah. So if you can afford to get like real like actual fabrics, then definitely do. Okay, that was pretty much it. Now we're on the Q&A section. That was fast. Much faster than how to get a girlfriend. Yeah, go thrifting. Go thrifting. It's really hard to find like new clothes that I would consider high quality. or it's like really expensive. So go to the thrift store, get some good thrifted stuff. You can probably find like more stylish things there too. If you just go to like H&M or whatever fast fashion place, you're just gonna be wearing the same stuff as everyone else, and that's kind of lame. So go thrifting, it's fun. Okay, I wrote down some questions that I thought you guys might have. And I know there were a few in the Discord that I didn't have time to add into here also. Here's a couple answers to some questions. Which brand of body soap should I use? This is something I'm very passionate about, chat. If you're at Members Stream yesterday, you will know that I'm a freak. I'm a freak weirdo who goes to the men's body wash section and smells all of the men's body wash. Because it smells nice. But, don't buy the 5-in-1 things, please. Oh, Biome! Thank you for the 10 gift subbies! Thank you, thank you! Ah, thank you for the sub bomb! That's very nice of you! Wow, nice! Ooh, make sure you guys say thank you if you got one. Happy Saturday! Thanks! You too! What are you up to this Saturday? Anything fun? Other than watching Silvi stream, of course! Thank you for the gift subs! Here's smoochies for you! Thank you. Yeah, don't get those 5-in-1 body wash, shampoo, conditioner, whatever things. Those are not effective. Do not get those. Don't buy those. They suck. Don't get those like soaps that are marketed specifically to men, like Axe body wash, or like the ones that are called stuff like Kraken and whatever Sasquatch. Just get like Dove men's body wash. Try to get something moisturizing. I know you guys are all dry. You're probably all super dry. So get something with moisturizing in it. I know you're not using body lotion. There's no way you're gonna do the body lotion step. So get a moisturizing one. I like Dove body wash. I use Dove body wash. I've been using Dove body wash for like forever. And it's the best one that I've found. Yeah. I'm a hairy guy. Should I shave / wax? I would say if you want to, it can help, like, you know, you're not as hot if you don't have as much body hair, so you might sweat a little less if you do. Some girls don't like super hairy guys, myself included. I don't really find that super attractive. I'm sorry, but it's up to you and what you're comfortable with. Waxing does not hurt as much as you think it does. It does not hurt as much. Little Bear, do you want to come in that bad? Little Bear wants to come say hi, you guys. Can I let him in? Okay, I'm gonna let him in. He wants to come in. He's scratching at the door. Little bug. Hello. Hello, creature. Okay. I am holding a cat now. Yeah, there are girls who like hairy guys a lot, so really it's just a matter of your own preference, what you like. It depends on your own preferences. Waxing does not hurt. You stink less if you shave, but also if you're on top of showering, it doesn't matter. True. I use a 13-in-1 shampoo, body wash, conditioner, motor oil, peanut butter, moisturizer, frying oil, sunscreen mix. Wow. Wow, jeez. Peanut butter, peanut butter. I can't imagine slathering myself with peanut butter, man. That sounds terrible. Oh, hi Agasura. Hi Sayu. Hello. Yeah, if you want to, I would say. I don't think it's necessary. Your own, like, body hair and stuff should really be your choice. So it's up to you. How do I figure out what my skin or hair type is? I would say there's all kinds of online quizzes that you can do that ask you questions about, like, how fast does your hair dry after you get it wet? How curly is it? Pick a picture example. That kind of thing, so you can tell. But also trial and error. Little bear. What are you doing? Ew. Yeah, sometimes you just have to, like, try something out and see if it works for you or not, and if not, then try something else, and if that doesn't work, then, you know, I guess try something else until it does. What is this? What is this? What is that? Put it in the Discord, Agasura. We don't allow links in here cause we've had some spammers in the past putting links. So I don't know why. I tried to make it so that Twitch clips would work still, but every time I think I fix that, it like unfixes itself. I'm so annoyed. Twitch clips should work, but they never do. They still get nerfed by the bot for some reason. I'm sorry. Mods, can you fix that? I don't know how to fix it. Ooh, I don't know how. Yours work, just not anyone else's? Oh, maybe I can add all the florAtelier grills to it somehow so that theirs would work. Because I want to know what Mip said. Yeah, you can spot test things too. If you didn't know, especially for skincare, if you get a new skincare product and you want to try it out, just put it on like a little bit of your face at a time. Don't put on your whole face. If it makes you break out really badly, well, now your whole face is broken out. And oh, a little bit. You want some water? He wants to steal my water. Okay, you have some water, little bug. Mama can't see though. Drink. Is that why you wanted to come in here so bad? So you could steal my water? Stop putting your butt on things. He's like pressing my mouth with his butt. Stop. Yeah, some spots might be more sensitive than others as well. Yeah, I don't always like oil cleanse everywhere on my face. Sometimes I only do my nose if I like already did it once in the morning and then just my nose is really oily. So you don't have to always like put the products all over your entire face either. Sometimes it works better just in some areas. Yeah, so that's what I would say. Who asked this? Which scent does Silvi like on a man? I only know what I like in the store. I only know what I like in the store. I like ones that smell like trees. Smell kind of like foresty and woodsy and fresh and clean. What kind of question is this? Weirdos, weirdos. Who asked this? Yeah, kind of like pine. There's some other tree wood smell. I don't know what it is, but it's always around at Christmas time. It's not pine though. It's like some other one. Some other tree smell. Yeah. Oh, going to the store to get some pine salt. No. Not pine salt. Oh yeah, cedar. I think it's cedar. I think it's cedar. I like that. I like that smell. It smells so like nice to my nose. Yeah, but as long as you smell fresh and clean, I will not be offended. Haven't washed my hair with soap in 3 months and it feels and looks very healthy. Now I'm scared to use soap on it again. Are you also using conditioner afterwards? Because if you're liking the shininess, you're probably like stripping all that away. I mean, you definitely are when you shampoo, but if you also use a conditioner, then it should fix that. I hope. Just make sure you leave it in for like 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And then rinse it out. Oh well. No conditioner, nothing but water. Oh well, next time you shampoo, try also conditioning. Yeah, I love cedar. It's so good. How do I keep my fingernails clean? Keep them trimmed. Keep them trimmed. Trim them, bite them. Either way. I bite my nails. Because I don't like nail clippers. I have an irrational fear of nail clippers because when I was a kid, I caught my mom clipping my toenails while I was asleep. And now I hate them. I guess I always hated them because she had to wait till I was asleep to do it. But I don't like nail clippers. That's like my one thing. I bite my nails and I kind of tend to let my toenails get really long because I don't want to trim them because I'm scared, but I still do it. It just takes a while. Ugh. Yeah. You can get like little brushes for cleaning, scrubbing under your nails. So that can help to get all the dirt out if you work like a manual labor job with a lot of dirt. Yeah, and you can also wear gloves to just like avoid the problem entirely if you can. Like if you're out gardening and stuff, put gloves on. Cedar, I hardly know her. Ha 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 ha. Please don't seed me, sir. I don't even know you. Don't seed me. I don't want to be seeded. I'll give your toenails a trim for you if you want. No, that's scary. What if you clip my whole toe off? Yada. No. What products do you use? I will show you. I got pictures and the names of everything in case you're curious. What I use might not work for you though, because my skin's very particular. And your skin probably also is very particular. So if you try any of these, the things I use, look out for any itching or pimples or closed comedones that might come up, or redness, or tightness, because those are signs that your skin doesn't like it. But I'll show you what I use. Ta-da! Here's here's my skincare. This is my skincare. Okay. Oil cleanser. I use Mixun Bean Cleansing Oil. It's pretty, like, chill. It doesn't have a super strong smell. And it's not as thick. I'm really sad that I have to use this, actually, because, as you guys may know, if you've been here for a long time, back before COVID killed everything that was good on Earth, I used to have another cleansing oil that was so perfect. It was so perfect for my skin. It made my skin look amazing. And it was like the perfect consistency. And it would heat up when I rubbed it in my hand. So it felt really nice on my skin. And then they discontinued it because of COVID. And I've been searching for a good replacement ever since, and this one's like alright, I guess. It doesn't break me out, at least, but you know, it's kind of just eh. It's kind of just eh. It helps a little, but not as much as the other one used to. Yeah, so kind of sad about that. Oh, every time I go to like Sephora or I go to the department store, I'm always like looking at all of the cleansing oils and shaking them to see if they'll have like the same thick consistency. No, I couldn't stock up. By the time I realized it was discontinued, it was already too late. I was so sad. I was so sad. Literally, I'm still sad about it, and it's been like years now. Oh, it was perfect. But anyway, that's what I use now. For my water-based cleanser, I just use this Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I used to use the Neutrogena Non-Foaming Gentle Cleanser, but they don't have that. They discontinued that too. So I have to use this, but I'm not happy about it. This one's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It works okay, I guess. It's kind of just a standard gentle cleanser, but because I can't use the foaming ones, it's kind of hard to find non-foaming ones for some reason in the stores. So I have to order this online all the time. And then for toner, I use Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Acid Toner. Yeah. A note about hyaluronic acid, it's not really an acid. I mean, it is, but it's moisturizing because it attracts water. It like attracts water to itself and like plumps up when it gets full of water. So hyaluronic acid is a really good ingredient to put in your routine if you are like dry or you want to be like more moist than moisturizer can make you. So I use the toner like every morning and every evening, and I use my oil cleanser in the morning and my regular cleanser in the morning, and then I only use the regular one at night. And I use my oil cleanser twice a day, only once a day. And then for serums and actives, I use this vitamin concentrated serum, Nambozin vitamin concentrated serum, and it has glutathione in it, which is kind of new. I feel like it's not really like a super common ingredient, but it seems fine. It mostly helps with like dark spots and stuff, I think. Haru Urara Rice Shower Toner. Yeah, Uma Toner. When Haru Urara doesn't get the win, she gets turned into toner. She gets sent to the toner factory. What do these do compared to just using face wash? It's just like better. Like when you wash your face with just regular face wash, you're stripping away the oil and stuff along with the dirt. So I was explaining this a little earlier, but oil cleanser is good for if you have oily or combination skin, because oil dissolves oil. You know how water and oil don't mix. If you have really oily skin, you can't really get rid of the dirt and the oil buildup unless you use an oil cleanser. A water-based cleanser won't be as effective. But you wanna wash off the oil cleanser with water-based cleanser. And then toners help to like replace the moisture that you just got rid of from your face. It helps keep your skin barrier intact. And usually there's like some kind of hydrating ingredient in there, or like a skin toning kind of ingredient like centella, or sometimes there's other actives in there, but honestly I feel like hydrating for toners is really the best, because usually they're like 90% water or more. And then all the actives are mostly for like if you want additional things done to your skin. Like I tend to get like little tiny clogged pores. I get closed comedones, and my skin tone's like kind of uneven, so I like stuff that helps with that. Azelaic acid helps with that. My skin's been looking really nice and bright lately, and I don't have nearly as many little bumpies, so that's nice. And then I use the Purito Oat-In Calming Gel Cream as my moisturizer. I started that recently because I couldn't get my other moisturizer that I was using here when I moved. But I like this one better, actually. I think it's pretty good. Got that recommendation off of TikTok, which you're not really supposed to do. But it actually was good this time, so that's good. And then for sunscreen, I use the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Hyaluronic Water Fit Sun Serum. That's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. But it works really well. I like this sunscreen because it's not like super oily, and it's not like thick. It goes on very light and soft. So that's nice. Yeah, I don't like really heavy sunscreen. Yeah, but most Korean and Japanese sunscreens tend to be on the lighter side. So you guys can do some Googling if you try any of these things and don't like them. I'm sure there's lots of other stuff you could try. Yeah, a lot of the Western sunscreen, that's true. They leave like a white cast on your skin, like a white layer, because they have zinc oxide in them usually, which does help block UV rays, but you know, it's zinc, so it's white. I think those are mostly mineral sunscreens, the ones that do that. But if you have chemical sunscreens that just use like chemical ingredients to block the UV, and then typically that's better. Yeah, but definitely try Korean or Japanese sunscreen. It's way better. It's way better. Some more questions and answers. Do I need to buy expensive products to see results? I would say no. A lot of the products that I just showed you are pretty inexpensive, reasonably affordable, and they last a decently long time too, so I don't have to buy them a lot. You can get some good stuff at the drugstore. There's actually a lot of Korean skincare at drugstores nowadays, so you could probably just like go look at your local wherever a place and find something that's like reasonably inexpensive and works like decently well. I would say don't get too fancy with the ingredients. Simple stuff with like fewer ingredients typically is better. You don't want to overload your skin trying like 1 million things all at once. So yeah, I would say you really don't have to buy expensive stuff to see like decent results. If you're like a celebrity and you have a lot of money, or you really care a lot about skincare, then certainly there are brands out there that will sell you shit for like $100, $200, $500 and claim that it works like that much better to justify the price, but I don't know how true that is. Yeah, any ingredients to avoid in hair and skincare? Yes, there are. Sulfates and sulfites in shampoo and silicones. Often there'll be a lot of silicones in conditioner because it's like glossy and has like, it feels smooth to the touch and like kind of slippery. So a lot of conditioners will have silicone in it, but typically those are not the best because they tend to build up on your hair, and sulfates are like really harsh and stripping. So I would avoid sulfates and silicones in shampoos and conditioners. If you're new to like trying out actives on your skin, definitely start small. Like, don't get the highest concentration and the highest percentage and use it like every single day. Just do like twice a week of a small concentration to start with, and then you can build up from there. And I tend to try to find products that don't have a ton of fragrance, and definitely no essential oils. Do not put essential oils on your skin. They are not essential. Doesn't mean that it's like important or necessary. It just means essence of. It just means essence of. But you shouldn't be putting it on your skin. It's actually not like very healthy for your skin at all. They tend to be very harsh and can cause a lot of like bad reactions, like rashes or bumpies or redness or itchiness. So definitely avoid anything with essential oils in it if you can help it. Do I need to wash my hands after I pee? Yes! Yes, you do! You do need to wash your hands after you pee! I don't care how clean you think your pee-pee is. If you're touching anything that's near your holes, various holes, you should be washing your hands. If anything, I can't believe guys don't wash their hands before they pee. Why are you putting your hands, which have been everywhere and anywhere, on your penis before you're washing them? Why are you touching your penis with your dirty, gross hands? Wash your hands before and after you touch your bits. Jeez. Yeah, Mom. One should wash one's hands often beyond using the water closet. Germs are everywhere. Yeah, you should wash your hands regularly throughout the day. Yeah, we can pee without touching it, or at least some of us can. Well, you're still like in the bathroom touching the door handle and like touching the toilet seat probably, and touching the flushing button and touching wherever else. You should wash your hands even if you can pee without touching your pee-pee. Yeah, what if you don't touch your junk when you pee? Why are you guys not aiming? Why are you not aiming? Why aren't you aiming? Gross. Sometimes you also have to pee outside in the mountains and there's no sinks. Oh yeah, no need to touch anything? Or is it that small? You don't have to aim? You don't have to aim. I don't really know how that works. Is it harder to aim if it's smaller or bigger? I don't know. Pee is water? Do I really need to wash my hands? Ew! Pee is not water. Pee is like all the toxins in your body. All the things that are filtered out by your liver and your kidneys from your blood and your intestinal tract and wherever. All those things end up in your pee. So it is not safe for anything. If you sit down to pee, you don't have to touch it. Huh? You don't have to like press it down into the toilet bowl or something. Just sit down to pee. Yeah, sitting down is cleaner anyway. No, it hangs. Your balls don't get in the way. You kind of have to hold it down. Yeah. No. What? I don't know. I don't freaking know. I don't know. I don't know these things. Why wouldn't you have to hold it down? Like, this is hurting my brain. Gotta push it down below the thighs. I think it depends on size. So gravity holds it down. Oh, okay. Bear Grylls says we can drink pee. No, do not do that. I think Bear Grylls just has a pee drinking fetish. Bro was way too eager to say, "Oh, I'm so thirsty. Guess I better drink my own pee. There's no other possible option. Guess I better drink my pee, and I should also drink your pee too." Bro just has a fetish. I don't think that's true. Silvi thinks men have a perpetual boner. Wow, I just like. I just thought if it's like if you're a shower, you don't have to push it down, because it's not like it's hanging like directly vertically down when you're standing up, is it? It sticks out a little bit, doesn't it? That's not a problem when you're sitting. Even if you're a shower, it doesn't stand up. Bro, this is hurting my brain. Men are confusing. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Thank God. Thank God. Can sit back on the seat and angle it down so that it slips under the lid? Ew! Under the lid? Do you know what's under there? I hope you're not doing that in public toilets. Do you know how many other guys probably put their wiener on the side of the underside of the lid? That's gross! That's disgusting! Don't do that! Don't put your penis on the toilet seat for any reason! Ew! Gross. Even growers don't have to push it down exactly. For more precision, you can aim, but most people just pee without holding it. What the hell? I thought aiming was like essential. Is it not? Do not be resting your junk on any part of the porcelain, for all that is good and holy. Yeah, you're gonna get like venereal diseases. Ugh. Yeah, under the toilet seat lid, like that's where all the poop splashes back. The poop water. The poop water. When you take a big giant poop and it splashes upwards. That's where it all ends up. That's gross. Ew. If it's resting, it aims by itself. What if it's not resting? If it's not resting, then do you have to like aim it? Can you even pee when it's not resting? Do you just like think about your grandma so it goes to normal? Oh, wakanai. Yeah, gotta rest it on the toilet seat so it doesn't fall into the toilet water. Ew. If it's not resting, then you have to stand on your head. Like do a headstand or a handstand so that it comes out, like the blood comes out. And it's like guiding a laser. Force the blood down. Oh yeah, men are weird. Anyway, you should be washing your hands after you pee. Wash your hands, please. Oh. Is it gay to wash my ass with my hands? No, it's not gay to wash your ass. You need to wash your ass. Please wash your ass. Please wash your ass crack. Please. I saw a TikTok about a woman. I think I talked about this before, but I saw a TikTok about a woman who is a prostitute, and she would often have men who came in unclean in the ass area. Unclean and need to be clean. This is apparently a common problem. Not washing your ass. So please, how deep can I go before it's gay? As deep as you want, bro. As deep as you want. I'm sure it won't be gay if you like fist your entire asshole. As long as you're getting it clean. But it's dirty. Ain't touching that. That's gross. You have to. Everybody knows if your hand is covered in soap, then it's like protected from the particles, the poop particles. You can use a washcloth too, and really you should, because you do have to exfoliate your butt crack too. Yeah, it's your body. It's your body. Please keep it clean. Literally, no woman will want to sleep with you if you're leaving brown streaks in the bed. That is disgusting. You should not be leaving brown streaks anywhere. Nowhere. Not on the toilet seat, not on the bed, not on your chair, not in your pants, not in your underwear, nowhere. There should never be brown streaks ever. If there's brown streaks, you're doing it wrong. If there's brown streaks, you are doing it wrong. Please do not leave skid marks anywhere. If you get skid marks, learn how to wipe your ass. Learn how to wash your ass, please. Please, I'm begging. If you think people can't smell it or they don't notice, I promise you they do. Like, for the love of God. If you take anything out of this presentation, it is wash your ass. Wash your ass, wipe your ass until it is clean. Yes, please. I don't care how many wipes it takes you to get it clean. Do it. If you're wiping and it's not clean and it's taking a long time to get clean, just have a shower. If you can't have a shower, consider getting some wet wipes to leave near the toilet. Yes. Yes. Please. Okay. What did I just join? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you joined to me telling you to wash your ass, but it's important. It's important. Just use a pressure washer. Yeah, bidet is good. If you can get a bidet, that's even better. It's not weird. It's also not gay if you get water sprayed at your butthole. Okay, it's fine. We live in the 21st century. We have the technology. We have the technology. How do I find products that work and aren't a waste of money? Most important thing is knowing your own skin and hair and body, what it does and doesn't like. You're never gonna find anything like quickly or efficiently if you can't like look at it and look at the ingredients and like look at what it claims to do and know whether that will work for you or not. So knowing your own self is very important. There are review websites, but these days I find they're all kind of just like hashtag sponsored. So take that with a grain of salt. Amazon reviews and all kinds of reviews can be paid for. People on TikTok who tell you to buy stuff are probably just trying to get you to buy stuff so they can make money. So, I would say just be careful. You are going to have to experiment a little bit, so you will inevitably waste money eventually on something that just doesn't work for you. But I don't know, finding a good skincare, hair care, body care routine is kind of just, it's a process. It's gonna take some time and take some money. My feet are rough and dry. How do I take care of them? Exfoliate, exfoliate. You can get those like little paddle kind of thingies with like sandpaper on them to scrub your heels and your feetsies. Or you can get a pumice stone, pumice stone, and scrub away at your heels and all the rough parts. But make sure you're moisturizing. Moisturize your feet. I like to do this in the winter time, even though I hate wearing socks to bed. Sometimes I'll just do this when I'm walking around the house. You can put like lotion on your feet and then put socks on after and wear that to bed. And then it'll help keep your feet nice and moist overnight. And hopefully if you do that like regularly, then your feet will stop getting so like crusty and hard. Yeah, but as with any dry skin, you just need to moisturize. Moisturize, get rid of the dead skin that's dry and built up. And yeah, just look after it. Yeah. Okay, that was the end. That was the end. Now I will answer your questions, of which I'm sure there are at least a couple. Let me see. Okay, I have some questions here that the mods have been keeping track of throughout the stream, so I'll just answer those now. Oh, there were a few in the general too that I... Oh my god, there really is a 13 in one. Never mind, that's a joke. Okay. What do you think of Axe body spray? I don't know. I feel like you're just covering up the smell at that point, and it's kind of just a thing that teenage boys seem to use. If I smell Axe body spray on a man when I'm out and about, I'll just assume he's immature and doesn't know how to buy a proper cologne. So I would say no. I would not recommend using it. It's too strong and kind of offensive to the nose. Assuming my body wash is scented already, when is it appropriate to use body spray / cologne? Wouldn't it conflict, or would I have to purchase a scent that matches / isn't overpowering? I feel like your body wash doesn't really last. Like the smell doesn't really last all day. You would have to experiment and mix and match on what would work with like the smell of your body wash, but I don't know. I feel like scents are very complicated. You're just gonna have to test it out. I would say I'd prefer like cologne over like just the smell of body wash. Because of what I was saying about how cologne kind of mixes with your natural smell, I feel like body wash kind of just masks your natural smell in a way. So I would say cologne is better if you have to pick, but really all of your scents should work together. Like everything from your laundry soap to your body wash to your cologne to what you use in your hair, ideally would all match. Or at least smell not offensive when all together. And a lot of girls do that. Like girls naturally kind of just do that process. Like I feel like my deodorant and my hair care and my skin care all smell good together. I don't think I've ever had a body wash scent last more than an hour or so. Yeah, I feel like unless you're using that like man type body wash, typically they don't. Yeah. Okay, next question. What is soap? Good question. I know you're asking this as a joke, but I'll answer it seriously. I feel like originally soap was made out of like lime, something to do with lime or lye or something like that. Sometimes people made soaps out of like animal fats too. Like way back in the day. Yeah, whale fat. Sometimes it was like deer fat or venison, that kind of stuff, buffalo fat, stuff that you would hunt and kill, and they would save the fat to use as soap. Cause you know, fat is a lipid, which is like an oil. So it helped us getting rid of oil, built up oil and dirt and stuff. But modern soaps are like sulfates and sulfites. Sulfates and sulfites, fights, stuff like that. That has a similar action. Most soap that gets like foamy. It gets foamy so that it's like trapping the dirt in the bubbles and like lifting the dirt away. That's why lathering is important when you're shampooing, and lathering the soap up on your hands is also important when you're washing your hands. But really it just acts to like trap dirt and oil and lift it off of your skin through chemistry. There's a bunch of complicated chemistry that goes into it, like hydrophobicity versus like hydrophilicity and that kind of stuff. Is it okay to chew your toenails? No, that's disgusting. And if you get toenail fungus, you're gonna get it on your mouth. So don't do that. Obviously. If I was like dating a guy and I ever saw him chewing his toenails, I would break up with him immediately. That's like disgusting. Disgusting. Biting your fingernails is one thing, but toenails is like, ew. Ew. Gross. Gross. How do I know if the cleanser or other facial product I use is working correctly? Two ways. First way is that it's not doing anything wrong. It's not doing anything bad to you. It's not giving you pimples. It's not giving you like blackheads. It's not giving you like itchiness or tightness or redness in your skin. And is it doing the thing that you want it to be doing? Like if you got a product for like brightening dark spots, if you use it for like a month and you don't notice any difference, then it's probably not that effective, or maybe you're not using it right. But you can always take before and after pictures. Sometimes I do that so that I'm like 100% sure I'm not gaslighting myself into thinking that something's working or not working. Definitely take before and after pictures of your skin so that you know how it was before. Before you use a new product, take a picture, and then after like 2 weeks or so, take another and see what you think. Yeah. Hi, Rhymy. Yeah. Is it bad if I can scratch off layers of skin? Yes. You're probably not exfoliating well. Or you could have a skin condition. Sometimes there's skin conditions that can cause like big chunks of your skin to flake off. Not dandruff, it's called what is it called? Some kind of dermatitis thing. People tend to get that on their scalp. Psoriasis, yeah, psoriasis. There's all kinds of skin conditions that you can have, but if you don't have a condition and you're scratching off layers of skin, you probably need to exfoliate. Probably. It might be what you have. Your entire family has bad skin, but no one actually ever went to diagnose it. Oh, it probably is a condition then if it's like genetic that way. Especially if you're keeping up with like your general hygiene. I would go see a dermatologist if I were you. Or a doctor. I mean, you'll probably have to see a doctor before they'll refer you to a dermatologist, but definitely go get it looked at. It might be an easy fix. Like they might just be able to give you like a steroid cream or like some other thing that will fix it forever, and then you'll be not have to worry about that anymore. What if sunscreen makes my already oily skin more greasy? Don't use that sunscreen. Try the Korean ones. Try the Korean Japanese ones. They're way better. All the American ones just have way too much like oil and crap in it. Like I cannot even think about using American sunscreen anymore because it's just so disgusting feeling on my skin. Let's see. What about all the specialty stuff at bath shops like body butter and such? That's a good question. I would say most of the stuff at like Bath and Body Works and those kinds of stores are kind of just designed to like smell really good. I feel like they don't actually help all that much. One thing I do like, this is like the only thing that I'll regularly buy from like Bath and Body Works type stores, is sugar body scrub. I really like sugar body scrubs for when I'm taking baths because it feels nice and it smells nice. But body butters, butter is just another one of those terminologies for a cream that means that it's like a really heavy cream, like thick cream. So basically a body butter is just like a really thick body moisturizer, but I find that they tend to make it thick by adding more oily products and less water. So they don't necessarily moisturize better. They kind of just sit on your skin more and don't actually like absorb into your skin all that well. That's what I would say. Just kind of meh. Every so often won't hurt you, but I wouldn't like be buying them regularly. You said no essential oils, but what about things like bath bombs and such? Bath bombs bombs, I would say, are probably fine to have some essential oils, specifically because you're diluting them in a giant bathtub of water. You're not like putting it directly on your face and letting it sit on your face for like hours a day. You're diluting it heavily down into your bathtub. So, I would say bath bombs are probably fine and generally pretty harmless. Unless you have really sensitive skin, then maybe I wouldn't. But yeah, I like a bath bomb every now and again. Yeah. Okay. All I do is shower every day, brush my teeth, and use deodorant. Is that good enough? That I would consider that like bare minimum. Definitely try to, I mean, showering every day is good, but go back in the presentation and make sure you're doing it properly. Make sure you're flossing your teeth once a day as well. Try to develop at least a minimal skincare routine. Like a cleanser for your face, moisturizer, and a sunscreen. And then I'd say you're in a decent spot. But if you can do everything in this presentation, then you're in a really good spot. Yeah. What if you sweat buckets every day from the sun and activity? What can I use to just put as protection for the skin in the morning and call it a day? Try using that Gold Bond powder that I mentioned. If you sweat a lot, I would try antiperspirant. Though apparently guys' deodorant just is an antiperspirant. Apparently there's like antiperspirant body sprays for in case your entire body sweats a lot. I saw they're coming out with those these days. You could try that, but I would be kind of careful using that a lot because it's really not ideal to like use chemicals to tell your body to stop doing something that it naturally does, especially because sweat is also important for regulating your temperature and getting rid of toxins in your skin and your body. Your sweat does contain a little bit of urea, which is also in your pee. So sweat's a little bit like another way to filter out waste from your body. So I'd be careful using those like full body antiperspirants. Gold Bond has like, it's kind of like baby powder, but like not. It has some menthol and some medicated stuff in there to help you like sweat a little less and absorb sweaty oil and stuff. One other tip I forgot to mention. If you guys have like really smelly sweat, try using glycolic acid. You can get like a big bottle of glycolic acid from The Ordinary, which is a brand of skincare, The Ordinary. You can get a big bottle of glycolic acid, and if you just put it on like a little cotton pad and then rub it on your armpits and like in your crotch and like all your other sweaty areas, it helps get rid of a lot of the smell. If you use it regularly, because it helps get rid of the sweaty smell bacteria that hang out there. Yeah. I recently bought some Korean sunscreen because my mom recommended it, but would it be effective on someone who has oily face? I would say it depends on the brand and depends on the type, but it's definitely better than like American sunscreens. Some Korean sunscreens have alcohol in them, which helps like dry your skin out a little bit, though I would tend to avoid those because alcohol is not a great ingredient. But it does tend to have a more matte finish if it's got alcohol in it. So I would say just try it out and see what you think of it. But yeah. For sun protection, feet man, there is probably, I'm sure there is like bigger bottles of Korean sunscreen for your body that you can get if you're wondering about that. What about just for face? I would say if you're sweating a lot, definitely use like a lighter moisturizer. Like, don't use anything super heavy that makes you oily, because it's just gonna be worse when you're sweating. There's something called hypochlorous acid spray, which is an antibacterial kind of thing that a lot of people like to use just like throughout the day to keep their face kind of fresh and like ungross. You can also use like toner pads and micellar water as well if you want just like a quick wipe of your face. They do have face wipes as well that you can buy. They're kind of like baby wipes except for your face. But if you're like wiping your face off with any kind of like toner or cleanser or micellar water, definitely reapply your moisturizer and your sunscreen afterwards, just so that you're like still having your proper steps. So you might have to bring a couple of little things with you for your skincare if you do want to do that. But definitely helps. Sometimes I reapply my sunscreen if I'm out, like if I'm out and about for like more than 4 hours, I'll reapply my sunscreen, because face does like naturally produce oil and get a little sweaty, so I like to reapply just to make sure. Can I just use wipes? I mean, you can, yeah. No, you know, of course, the whole point of the presentation is kind of to convince you to hopefully use other things too. Yeah, moisturizer and stuff too. Okay. If anyone has any other questions, let me know now. Let me know. We're getting towards the end of the stream here, so did you guys learn stuff? Do you feel like you learned stuff? You're all going to be perfectly clean and hygienic and smelling good and looking nice now, right? Right? I hope so. Yes, ma'am. Did you learn anything helpful, or was it all stuff you already knew about? Thanks for the lecture. You're welcome. We have the best information to become a runway model now. Yeah. You're gonna strike a pose. Strike a pose at the end of the runway. Well, I hope it was helpful and you guys learned stuff. The VOD will be on YouTube if you want to go back and look over everything that I put in here and take some more notes, and if you just like want to double check on things. If you have any other further questions afterwards, feel free to join the Discord if you're not in there already. And if you are in there, you can always ask me questions. Don't ping me, because I always read the Discord, so I will answer eventually. I'm probably gonna go make some dinner now, but I will be checking to see if anyone has questions after. Or you can send questions to my Marshmallow Q&A box as well if you're too shy to ask in front of stream, or in the Discord. You can always send me an anonymous question and I'll do my best to answer. Did an amazing presentation. You really know your stuff, Silvi. Thank you, Zeta-chan. Thank you. I try. I mean, You don't spend so many years being a girl and not like pick up on some of this. Society is always telling you like you should look perfect and your skin should be perfect and here's what you should do in order for that to happen and here's the products you should buy and blah blah blah. So yeah, kind of just got shoved into my brain and it was my job. It was my job for 8 months. Yeah. Making some purchases. Okay, make sure you go slowly. Don't try to do everything all at once. Even if you buy everything all at once, just like do one thing, see how it goes. Do another thing, see how it goes. Because if you're adding everything on all at once and like doing everything at once, you're gonna have a harder time determining which thing is causing a problem if there becomes to be a problem. So yeah, baby steps, baby steps. Yeah, it's good. I like to do the presentations just about like basic stuff to start with. I thought maybe I'd do another presentation in the future about like different skincare actives and what they do and what they're for and common products people use for those and which ones are good and which ones are not so good and that kind of thing. But I don't know if that's too specific for like a bunch of guys to be that interested in. So I thought I'd just do like basics for now. I don't know what my next presentation will be about, but if anyone has suggestions, please let me know. If there's something particular you want Silvi to yap about or you want girl advice on, let me know. I thought about doing one about like clothing and fashion, but I am not fashionable. I am not very fashionable at all, so I kinda might have a hard time talking about that. Yeah. Okay, let me find someone to raid. Mama. Who is on right now? Let me see. Mama. Are any of the girls on? Wait, are any of the girls on? Let me check. Is Map still on? Map. Ah, she is. Okay, I'm gonna go raid Map. Wait, okay, she's still playing, right? She's not leaving now, right? Hold on. I'm gonna go raid Map. She just got a raid. Still need to learn a lot about skincare. Being a girl is hard. Yeah, being a girl is hard. Jeez. It is hard. There's so much to know. Okay, let's do Stinky Owl's raid. After you raid her, watch the clip, digress or share it, and tell her what you think of it. Okay. I'll watch. Here we go. Okay. Here's a raid message. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Here's my socials. In case you're wondering where to find me. There they are. I have a Discord, I have a Twitter, I have YouTube, I have a Shorts channel, I have the florAtelier community Discord. Lots of stuff. So do make sure you check it out. And if this was interesting to you, drop a follow. I try to do other stuff similar in the future. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching and keeping me company while I yap about hygiene. Okay, see you guys. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, nice rest of your evening, and I will see you. I don't know when. I have a big assignment, another one, due on Thursday, so I'm not sure about the stream schedule for next week yet, but I'll let you know tomorrow what the schedule will be, okay? Alright, bye. Love you, bye. Bye-bye.